Hey guys, Joe here, doing a Drive Talk video. However, I'm sitting right now, but I'm in the car, so technically I am the driver. Today I want to talk about a subject that you guys might actually think is a little bit odd for somebody in my profession to be talking about, and that subject is ethics. The reason I bring this up, one of my sales staff, and you've heard me, I wouldn't say rant, but you've heard me talk about him. He's the gentleman that decided to leave and then come back hoping to get his job back, and we took him back. Well, this man decided to completely lie to a customer. You can't do that. This customer came in, very lovely couple, ready to buy, knew exactly what kind of car they wanted. However, they didn't know all the features. So the main question they had was, is this vehicle all-wheel drive? Now, if you're a car person, I'm talking about the 2017 Chevrolet Impala. The 2017 Chevrolet Impala is not all-wheel drive. It's not four-wheel drive. It is just front-wheel drive. But the salesperson repeatedly confirmed that the vehicle had four-wheel drive, not even all-wheel drive. For those of you that don't know the difference, four-wheel drive is selectable between two and four-wheel drive. All-wheel drive means that the car does all the thinking for you, the computers, the differentials, whichever it may be. But four-wheel drive is basically always engaged in an all-wheel drive car. When it detects lack of traction, it transfers power around, much like a Subaru does. I didn't know that he had lied to this customer. The customer and I were in the car because she did not want the salesperson to do the orientation because he really doesn't have any product knowledge. As she put it, he was an idiot. And yes, he is. So as I'm showing her features in the vehicle, we're looking down and I point out the traction control button and I'm like, this will allow you to turn off the traction control, so if you are in a situation such as deep sand, snow, mud, whatnot, it will allow your tires to slip more without the computer intervening and cutting the power to the vehicle and breaking the wheels. When I said that you could control the traction control, she said, oh, is that how you switch on and off the four-wheel drive? That actually made me speechless. I went in and I confronted the salesperson and I asked him, and I was quite angry at this point because the customer had been there for almost 4 hours and had repeatedly asked the salesperson if it was four-wheel drive, and the salesperson repeatedly said it was, even though he'd been there for 3 months and knew it wasn't, especially when I find out even later that he had asked other salespeople and yet still lied. So that leads me back to ethics. Because he decided to ignore ethics, that deal should have exploded in his face. I've been doing this for almost 17 and a half years, and I was literally speechless. And I just stood outside with her for about 5 minutes, and I said, I don't know what you want me to do. Obviously, I'm not going to ask you to take the car if you don't want it. They hadn't even left the lot with it. I mean, literally, I had just started showing her the car. And I said, tell you what, I'll hold him while you hit him. But of course, I also wanted to help her understand that at $40,000, there aren't a lot of extremely loaded all-wheel drive cars. Now, there are a lot of cars that are all-wheel drive, and there are a lot of cars that are loaded, but there aren't a lot that mix the two that she liked, especially in a full size. Keep that in mind. Most of the Subis are technically more on the mid-size class. Even the Legacy is not, in my opinion, big enough. The Audi A6 all-wheel drive with the same number of toys, full navigation, remote start, heated seats, heated cooled seats, sunroof, all that stuff would have been significantly more than $40,000. A BMW 330xi would have been extremely more money. You know what I mean? I don't know what the designations are today, but so on and so forth. So I did explain that to her, and I left them alone, and they talked for a while, and they decided that they were going to keep the car. But you cannot just forget about ethics. This is not a time in our society when that is in any way a forgivable thing to do. And he and I had a long conversation about that. I should have fired him on the spot, but that's not my call. However, he didn't get paid for it. He made no money off this deal. So after they had left, I sat down with the salesperson and I explained everything to him. I said, I don't know what this other guy taught you. I don't know why he taught you to just say yes to everything a customer says. I don't know why you're trying so hard to screw yourself out of money. Ethics have to be maintained. But to tell somebody blatantly that a car has equipment that it doesn't is a lie. To tell somebody that they can get a car for a certain price, knowing that you're not going to even try to get them that price, is a lie. Now, there's speculation, hey, what if I could get you a car for $35,000? That's different from, come on in, I'm gonna sell it to you for $35,000. Understand, yes, I'm a car salesman. Yes, I'm in the car business. Yes, I've been doing it for most of my adult life. But I try to be the exception to the rule. And you'll see this at hopefully every dealership. You have at least one person who, while they are there to make money, and I do make money, don't get me wrong, I do my hardest for the dealership, I'm not going to compromise my personal ethics, my personal morals, just to sell somebody a car. Because by doing that, all you're doing is ensuring yourself future failure. When you piss off somebody, when you lie to somebody, when you trick somebody, how often does that person come back to you? All I can say to you, especially if you're a small business owner, is maintain your ethics, maintain your integrity. Do not give that up just for $1. Because as long as you're a good person, as long as you treat your customers right, they will always be there to buy from you, or they will always be happy to send a friend over. Sorry if this one was kind of a bummer, it's kind of a downer, but it's a subject that I think I needed to talk about, and I needed to get it off my chest because I literally was speechless. And I make videos and I talk a lot and I'm in sales and I do all this. For me to be speechless in the car business after 17 years takes a hell of a lot. If you have good morals and good ethics, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've ever ran into a scenario like that where somebody just blatantly lied to you to sell you something and didn't care about what happened 2 minutes later. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'm always trying to think of different topics to speak on, and I'm always out looking for stuff. I have a whole bag of stuff that I found, which again isn't as popular on this channel, but I don't care. I'm definitely going to put it up. But I'm definitely going to add a video about me talking about something, especially if I talk like this. Yes, sir, there you go. I'll talk to you later.